Hello and welcome to Marineford TCG. Here we are, it's all come down to this. This is the finals of the CS out in Japan this weekend. And we know Blackbeard's here, and Doflamingo's also here. Not too much of a surprise to see Doflamingo here. Start of this format, most of the Japanese players did seem to think Doflamingo was the undisputed best deck. But recently, we've seen Blackbeard making a lot of waves, which is really cool to see. And we do see the Blackbeard player here. This leader, really cool, really unique, nothing like this in the game, so it's really nice to see him doing well, you know. Doflamingo, a little bit more boring, we've got him in the west as well. He's doing pretty well over here, nothing too crazy. We do see the Doflamingo's hand. He's got a 2-cost Teach, 4-cost Jinbei, 6-cost Jozu, 1-cost Buggy, and 4-cost Weevil. Not too bad. We have seen how this matchup tends to play out. 2-cost Teach, I think, could be pretty impactful in this game. The last Doflamingo versus Blackbeard finals that I watched, the Doflamingo didn't see the Teach, but he did whiff leader effect quite a lot, which was pretty rough. We will see the Blackbeard player using their leader effect as soon as possible. Cannot give Doflamingo the chance to stack, chance to play out Jinbei. They get Jinbei and something else on the board, the game can quickly get away from you. And we do see in the Blackbeard's hand, Finger Gun and Black Hole, some nice removal. Got a Jesus for later on, and a Vasco Shot Blocker, which is very hard to deal with for Doflamingo with no bounce effects, because they're on plays. And we do also see the Dock Q. Pretty cool. I'm interested to see how this goes, with the Doflamingo having the 2-cost Teach, be able to not whiff his leader effect. Will be pretty interesting. I imagine Blackbeard's going to be using some of these events early. Probably looking for something like the Laboon or Van Augur to supplement this Dock Q. We will see who goes first. I imagine if the Doflamingo is going first, he's going to choose to play out the Buggy immediately, get a nice stack going. 1, 2, 3. And we do see a Jinbei, we also see a Law and a Weevil. I'll just put the Weevil on the top, anticipating an early leader effect. Or the second from the top, of course, because he's going to draw one first. We do see 2 for the Dock Q come out. Dock Q is going to clear the Buggy. Nice and efficient. That's pretty much the exact same play we saw last time. And looks like he did draw a Shiryu for turn. And he's going to ditch the Black Hole to activate his Black Hole. Yep, looks like the Doflamingo player put the Jinbei on top to draw. Going to go with the Teach, put the Weevil on top, and then give 2 Dons a leader. We will see 7, tap 1, play out the Weevil. 7 is into life. We did see last time that this Dock Q was able to put in a ton of work because it got left on the board. We will see if that's the same case again. Blackbeard did draw the Laboon, which is pretty impactful. Laboon going to be able to rest itself and efficiently clear this Weevil with the Dock Q. We'll see 5 at life. Now take that. Keeping it simple, ditching the Vasco Shot for the Black Hole leader effect. Very nice. Wonder if we'll see this Marshall D Teach swing into the Dock Q. Obviously this player would love to get rid of that, but turning the Teach sideways does give the leader Teach, too many teachers, does give the leader Teach the opportunity to swing back into it. And this character I think is going to be incredibly impactful throughout this game. We are going to see 9 just play out the Law into Laboon. Laboon goes down. Pretty nice. Judge reminding the Blackbeard to restand his characters and his leaders. So we do have 6 Don here. We draw a Black Hole, so we can see the removal on one of these. I don't see much else. Yep, just going to see 7 at Law if he chooses to keep that. And if he does, then we can use the Black Hole or the Finger Gun to get rid of it. Going to give 3 1Ks. The Blackbeard player will be ecstatic to see that. He's not letting anything on. He's got a poker face here. He's going to be thrilled to see that. That's crazy. And he can just do 4 here for either Finger Gun or Black Hole. Could choose to play out the Jesus as well. That would be an interesting thing to see. I imagine he's going to want to keep the board clean. But definitely going to rest 4 for something. We are going to see the Black Hole ditching the Rob Lucci. And then we'll see leader effect trashing Dock Q to turn off the on plays again. Doflamingo draws a Mihawk for turn. Interesting to see what he does here. Might play out the Jinbei from hand, put Weevil on top, and then leader swing, or might just raw random leader swing. Don't believe he knows the top. Buggy only goes 3 deep. Wonder what we'll see him go for. It does have 7. 7 typically pretty easy number. Play out 4 cost, swing 7, tap 1. But we are going to see the Teach just to stack the deck. Play out the Weevil. Playing around a trigger here. That's fair enough. You can see the Mihawk hit the stage. So Mihawk, Don times 1, you can draw 2 trash 2 when attacking. Might see the Blackbeard want to get rid of that. He's going to draw he gets a stronger 2k and a This Is My Age. Search at event. Might see 1 come down for the This Is My Age, that would be pretty good. Let's have 4 for the finger gun to remove the Mihawk. And then you can do 8 into the Weevil, that's guaranteed to KO, only 1 card in Doflamingo's hand. This Is My Age, grabbing the big Blackbeard, very nice there. See 4 for the finger gun, getting rid of the Mihawk. Really good play from this Blackbeard player, I'm liking it a lot. Already got 10 cards in trash, I believe that is. And he's going to ditch a Shiryu to turn off the on plays. I'm interested to see that the Doflamingo hasn't chosen to swing with the Teach at all yet. I do appreciate it's really useful for setting up your deck, but if the Blackbeard is swinging into his rested characters, it's not swinging into Teach. So I think he could have potentially got a little bit of value here with Teach, maybe taking the Blackbeard down by 1 more life. He is on 9 Don now though. Could see the Teach attack this turn. I think this would be a pretty decent turn to attack with Teach. Going to see 5 YOLO into a Boa, very nice there. And then we'll see 4 for a Weevil, and just a pass. Blackbeard going to 10, very nice. The fact that this is a 6k body is super nice, because that blocker Blackbeard does cost 10, so he can't free swing into it. We'll be interested to see if he goes for the blocker Blackbeard this turn. Might choose to forego it to try and guarantee the removal on these 2 characters. Let's have the Van Augur in there for 5. Gonna swing 8 into the Boa, that's a guaranteed KO. 5 for Van Augur, tap Van Augur, tap .q, get rid of that. Very nice. 2 Don left. You do see the Vasco shot come out as well. Really nice for the Blackbeard there. And then he's going to ditch. Will it be Jesus or Stronger? Looks like it's going to be Stronger. Might be Jesus. Going to ditch the Jesus. That's fair enough. That's a pretty smart decision, I expect. Doflamingo player, going to draw for turn. Only 2 cards left in hand. It does draw a Gecko Moria. That's not going to do anything. Does have no on plays. Might see him just random into another card here. Off the leader effect. Might have to just try and see how it goes. But the Blackbeard does have the Vasco shot out here. So he can stay at 2 if he should so choose. Vasco shot, impossible for our Doflamingo friend here to interact with. Nothing that gets rid of that that's not an on-play. Not in the Doflamingo's deck. I mean, I guess he could Raging Tiger it, but doesn't have that right now anyway. Going to take a drink. Delicious. And we do see what looks like 7 at leader, tapping 1, and the whiff! The Jozu, that is huge. That is huge for the Blackbeard player. That's incredible. And the Blackbeard is going to take that one. Gets a Laboon there. Going to go 4 for Gecko Moria and just pass. Still keeping that 2-cost Teach live. Pretty interesting. We do have the Van Augur.Q combo. Can now just remove that Moria for free. It's just a useless character once these guys start playing around. You see 5 at life. He's going to take that. Then for Blackbeard, deny the small Blackbeard from attacking. And then it's just going to be that massive blocker. We will see a trash come out here. Going to trash the Stronger for leader effect. Got another Blackbeard in hand. Got a Laboon. Anything too crazy happens can counter with the Laboon. But it doesn't look like Doflamingo's got very much going on right now. Draws a Jozu. Whiffing on the leader effect there is really big. That is a really, really big whiff. But when you can't stack, you're going to whiff at some point, you know? It was interesting to see that he didn't choose to use the teach on the last couple of turns, just choosing to YOLO it and see what he gets. But, you know, it's a tough situation. I wonder if we'll just see... I wonder if we ever just see like a 14 come in. He just gets the Vasco shot. It feels really bad. Once the Blackbeard gets to this sort of position on the board, it's pretty devastating. This Doc Q combo, I don't know. I feel like you need to deal with it, but then it's taking away your aggression, so... It's pretty scary. Yeah, there's Van Auger, you rest him to give -3, and this just kills a 1. And these, both on KO, draw you a card, which is really nice. Buggy comes out of the leader effect. You can't hear that, but the commentators were going wild. Just blocks that with the Blackbeard. Makes a lot of sense to me. Gonna see 1 for Sengoku, 6 for Jozu, and that'll be it. Blackbeard can play out another big block of Blackbeard to deny this Jozu from attacking. Can use the Doc Q and Van Auger combo to get rid of the Teach, and then can attack into the Buggy to get rid of that. Imagine we'll see something like that. Yep, 5 into Buggy, clears that. Very nice. Okay. Doc Q just going to clear the Sengoku. Van Auger going to do 6 at life, and he has to take that. 10 for Blackbeard. Jozu cannot attack. Over to you. Ditches Laboon for leader effect. No cards in hand, but he's got 2 disgustingly big blockers. And he's also got the Vasco shot, of course. This card, the more Blackbeard I'm seeing, the more I'm loving this Vasco shot. They're bringing up Perfume Femur. He doesn't have it, but it is absolutely a card that Blackbeard has to play around. And the Doflamingo scoops. He sees the writing on the wall. Blackbeard wins again. What a turn up. What a turnout for the books. Very interesting. 2 in a row. Second, then first, then first. How exciting for Blackbeard. Are you looking forward to playing Blackbeard in the next format? Let me know. This game seemed pretty crazy. I don't think the Doflamingo player could have played much better. Seemed like Blackbeard is just it's a pretty crazy deck. Now that people have worked out the list, you just fill it with events and things for those early turns. And you've got to be really ballsy. You've got to go down to a low hand size the entire game. But those combos, Laboon and Van Auger with the Doc Q, feel so good. And that Doc Q, they attack into it, it's blocking a hit and getting you a card, which is pretty crazy. Really cool to see Blackbeard doing well. Shout out to the Blackbeard player for their win. And also to the Doflamingo player for their very impressive second place. If you've enjoyed this, if you want to see more commentary, let me know. Leave me a comment. Drop me a sub. And we'll see how we go. I believe there is another event next weekend. We'll see if Blackbeard can run it back for the 3 in a row. That would be pretty crazy. But with that said, thank you very much for watching. Oh, make sure you check out the official stream. I will link it in the description if you want to check it out with the Japanese commentary. It is pretty cool hearing them. I'm learning Japanese a little bit, but it's pretty cool to hear their reactions to some of the plays. They are very expressive, way more expressive than we are in the West, which is really cool. But if you've enjoyed this video, please drop me a sub, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.